Fourth quarter now underway. Hatid sa atin ang Motolite. For express and service, call 370-6686. Ganuelas Rosser throws it down to bring the tropa to within one.
Finally, a good execution there. They were able to give a good point of attack. Things were turning to be a little sloppy here for Talking Tex, especially the way they ended the third quarter, but they have to take the good and the bad. They only allowed 10 points. Dito sa Purefoods, they were able to eat up 7 points out of the 10 that they were trying to catch up at the end of 2 quarters.
Denisi misses. Sa rebound play, merong foul. Looks like it's gonna go against Ponasher. And tapos na yung 3 minutes na Bartolina ni Denzel Bowles. He's making his way back onto the floor. Papalitan si Mick.
Perspectives-wise, when Denzel Bowles went back to the bench to serve his 3-minute penalty, his team was up by 3 points. Ngayon, pagbalik niya, 1 puntos. Maski pa paano, maganda yung ginawa ng mga locals to manage the lead.
Devance misses. Talking Tex pushing it 4-on-2. Castro to Ganuelas. Nabitawan yung basa. Baroka is being bothered. Ponasher dives for it, but it is picked up by Maliksi. Alain on the floor for the first time. Fakes the pass. Gets the layup.
So the energy is high for both teams. People are diving for loose balls, we can see. In that particular play, Purefoods just wanted it more. They were able to keep the ball alive. Maliksi was able to score his first 2 points here in the fourth.
Yung bagong pasok ni si Maliksi kasama sina Bowles, Devance, Baroka, and Rivas. Johnson sa ilalim. Nagpasakay pa.
That's a good play. They anticipated that if it's Jason Castro and Johnson setting the pick, it will be an automatic switch. Huge mismatch. Instead of stepping out, Johnson pinned this man down. Rivas had nothing to do with that particular defensive situation.
Atin sa atin yan ang Amaya steps. Amaya, kaya ko na. Mintis yung bonus. Washington pumasok na sa ating laro. Kasama nga itong si Johnson, Ponasher, Ganuelas Rosser, and Castro. It is a 1-point lead para sa Purefoods. Baroka, down the middle, out to Devance, puts up a 3, punches it through! Atin sa atin yan ang PLDD Home Telpad upgrade to a PLDD Home Telpad plan now.
That will help them, definitely, with their space and the pace that they're trying to control here in this game. Devance, we've been saying it time and again, one guy who must score for this team to be more effective.
Ponasher on the move. Pepreno, BP hit. Larry finds a way to send it home.
They actually work on shots like that. That is part of the skill set, especially if you run the dribble drive offense. Nothing happens, you stop and you make that turn. Larry has perfected that move the same way with Jason Castro.
Maliksi kicks it back over to Baroka. Joe Devance naman.
10 puntos, back-to-back threes para kay JDV.
Atin pa rin sa atin ang PLDD Home Telpad upgrade to a PLDD Home Telpad plan now. Purefoods getting it done with James Yap riding the bench once again, Coach Archie.
And it is because of the heads-up play of JDV. He has not taken so many shots, especially in the fourth quarter in their previous 3 games. But this guy can score. This guy can space the floor. And he proved to be very effective in the last 2 possessions.
Ponasher gets the bounce as we send it back over to Miss Erica.
With Purefoods leading, hindi naman masyadong worried ang tropa as they were reminded by Coach Jong na mahaba pa naman daw ang oras. He just wants everybody to be at their comfortable spots and always ready to catch and shoot. Stay aggressive. If nothing happens, just run fast and move to the next play. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Erica. Foul whistled on that twirl. Castro whistled for a second personal. Binabanggit mo yung scoring ni Joe Devance. In the first 3 games of the semifinal series, in the fourth quarter, Coach RG, Joe Devance was only averaging 1.7 points per fourth quarter.
And this is a different story. Already he has 6 points on back-to-back threes. Yes, the number is very important because 6 na puntos na ang kanyang nai-score at natutulungan ng kanyang koponan. But more than that, it will force Talking Tex defense to spread out a little bit more, giving that space for Denzel Bowles to attack the basket with less resistance.
Bowles fouled on that move. Ponasher whistled for his 5th personal. 2 shots parating para kay Denzel.
Has been very aggressive all throughout the ball game. In the times that we've seen him, is just happy taking that shot on face-up, pull-up. But here, he is aggressive. But one thing that is really causing a lot of problems for his team, yung kanyang free throw accuracy, medyo mababa.
Ito ang ating DeWalt Tough Shot natin sa atin ng DeWalt Power Tools. Guaranteed tough.
58% from the free throw line,
Atid sa atin
80%.
yan ng Smart Live More.
80% in tonight's ball game. So maski paano, huge improvement from the line for Denzel.
Jason Castro, who averages 6 fourth-quarter points for Talketex in this series, has the rock in his hand. Maliksi right in front of him. Pinaalis si Johnson. He wants to take a lane off the dribble. Castro for three. Bang!
Just so much time. He was just dribbling nonchalantly. He was just waiting for that guy, whoever is defending him, to step back a little bit, and he will launch that shot.
Down to a 1-point lead para sa Purefoods. Bulls bothered by Washington. J-Wash shoveling it over. Papunta kay Fonacier. Larry playing with those 5 fouls. Castro puts it on the deck. Castro in the lane. Wide right. Maliksi para sa board. They go to Devons. He's hit a couple of those long ones. And already a foul was spotted here. Ivan Johnson slapped with his second personal. And with 7:46 remaining in this game, timeout muna tayo. James Yap has finally been redeployed here by Coach Tim Cone. Did not see a minute of action in the fourth quarter of Game 3. Now with their lead being cut to 1, nandiyan na si Big Game.
Only 2 points thus far for Big Game James. He has not taken so many shots.
Pingris rebound. Was the foul on the way up para kay Ping o dun sa rebound play pa lang? And that counts. Goaltending ang naipito because Pingris was on the way up nung siya abutin ng foul.
That is correct. Ball interference there. Meron isang Talketex player na sumabit sa ring at gumalaw yung board and ring natin. As we take a look at this desperation shot, Pingris at the right place and at the right time. Ayun, nahawakan yung net, gumalaw kaya hindi pumasok yung tira. And one situation, incomplete.
Makakapitalize ito si Ping. Tatlo abante ng Purefoods. They look to hold off Talketex and stave off elimination from the Commissioner's Cup. Castro looking to dance with Ping. Pingris looking around kung saan manggagaling yung pick. They go to Johnson. Over at that left side. Ivan puts it up and in!
It's just too strong and too quick, especially if Bowles is coming on a close-out. Just a counter move for this guy will be enough for him to get that space necessary for his layup. Wala nang magawa yung depensa ng Purefoods doon kundi to foul him. It's just unfortunate for them. Pumasok pa yung layup ni Ivan. Only his 11th point here, but we expect him to have an increased output here in the fourth quarter.
Third point of the fourth quarter para kay Ivan Johnson. Sa unang tatlong laro, average niyan kada fourth quarter, 11 points per fourth quarter. Sa kanyang 25 in total. Pang-lima na pala in this fourth quarter para kay Ivan Johnson. Tabla tayo sa 59. Baroka with a pull-up. No! Johnson boards it. Castro pushes it. He's got the Ocampo on the right. And Washington on the left. Castro trying to jump it back to Johnson. Ivan trying to decide what to do. Line to shoot para sa tropang Dexters. Castro in the lane. Johnson will line it up. Bang!
Just patient basketball there for Talketex.
Bulls wanting to make up for it. Gives it up papunta kay Yap. Big game has to turn it on. No. Devons trying to track it down. Ball will go to Talketex.
Defense is so much different for Talketex. In this quarter, they're really pressuring the ball so hard, not allowing Purefoods to operate their offense 22 feet and below. Everything is outside right now. Credit that to the defense of the Blue Shirts.
Watch Pacquiao versus Mayweather for free when you upgrade to a PLDD home cell pad. Available until April 24. Upgrade now at www.pldhome.com. Castro loses it. Baroka takes it away. Yap is running in front of him. Mark Baroka to James. Ay, nabitawan! Nabitawan ni Yap yun!
And Bowles is really mad because he was really sprinting down court, hoping that he'll get that last pass on the way for his layup. But for James, very unlikely for him to lose that grip of that basketball.
Just over 5 minutes remaining here in Game 4. Can Talking Text put away the Star Hot Shots right here, right now? Or will Purefoods have one more push in them to force sudden death come Monday?
Let's take a look at this once again. It was a pretty good setup job. But James, usually very dependable, wanting to make that one-handed shot, but he lost that grip. 2 points only for big game James here in this ball game.
Castro dancing with the Devans. Jason nakikipag-chacha na naman. Pull-up jumper. That's good!
It's a simplified point of attack for Talking Text. Give the ball to Jason either on a pick and roll or an isolation play and he will score. 25 for Jason, 15 coming in the second half.
Everybody in yellow jumping up and down inside the big dome. Manager Jimmy Alabag egging them on. Binglis gets away, gets the basket. At Tinya pang foul!
Just manufacturing points. Defense was all over the faces of Purefoods, but for one lucky offensive move, tinawagan ng foul at nakashoot pa si Mark Pingris.
That was a cool move brought to you by Prestone Coolant. Prestone Coolant is always cool under pressure, protects against overheating, and is trusted by 8 out of 10 drivers. Just a 3-point lead para sa tropa. Purefoods looking for this key stop. Castro, ino-ofera ng pick ni De Ocampo. Castro still has Pingris with him. Devons had a hand on it, 6 to shoot. Jason puts up a long one.
And this guy is just unconscious. Whatever defense you put in front of this guy, he will just score. He burned that shot once again, hitting nothing but the bottom of the net. Just can't find a defensive situation here for Purefoods dahil itong si Jason Castro talaga. But unti-unting sumasagot.
Mark Pingris, though, not giving up on this one, bringing them to within 4. Patay kung patay na naman ang nilalaro ni Mark Pingris dito. But Jason Castro wants that isolation once again. Castro has Yap on him. 6 to shoot para kay Jason. Castro down the lane, gives it over. Washington from the baseline, that's good!
Just deflating. Jason Castro making the right plays at the right time, either by scoring or dishing off to his open teammate.
Devans may tangan. Di maiwan si Washington. They go to Baroka. Back to JDB for a 3. No! Aban with the rebound. Less than 3 minutes remaining in this game.
And the riddle possessed by Jason Castro continues to hound Coach Tim Cohn and the rest of the Purefoods hot shots. Here they will do a pick and roll once again, hoping that Purefoods will switch. Now it's a different point of attack, different scheme. But this save the zone!
Jason Castro with his 7th three-pointer of the game. What a performance here by the Blur. Jason Castro has gone off for 11 fourth-quarter points.
Just welcome to the Jason Castro show. He's just doing everything for his team. And the defense of Purefoods, they've been trying a lot of antics.
Oh!
And look at this. He was able to force a turnover.
Castro all the way. He's en fuego.
And we've said that time and again. Jason Castro is definitely making a strong statement as part of the conversation for best player of the conference.
Talking Text with another possession. Washington. At tumumpa si Ranidel for the putback. Power up the last 2 minutes of the game with Cobra Energy Drink. Gusto ko pa.
You don't see Coach Jong with Chico. Coach with so much passion and emotion, but he is really all out because he wants to finish this series in Game 4.
Game 1 against Raider Shine will be this coming Wednesday. Pinglis loses his footing. Talk and Text looking like they are just over a minute and a half from a return trip to the finals of the PBA.
16 or 76-63, 13-point lead for them. and it is all Jason Castro. And now, for the finishing touches, the other players are hoping to get a piece of the pie.
Looks like Purefoods has put up the white flag of surrender, not even hustling for that loose ball. We come up on a minute remaining here. What a finale that is going to be. Rain or shine contra Tokendex, the top 2 seeded teams.
And not only that, the sideshow there is Jason Castro and Paul Lee, our top 2 players, is confidence squaring off against each other for a best-of-7 final series.
What a journey para dito sa Tropang Dexters. A lot of people question kung bakit nila o paano nila papalitan yung reigning best import. Pinasok si Ivan Johnson, but it is now going to be proven tama yung kanilang desisyon.
Of course, because Ivan Johnson, yes, probably his being emotional can be a drawback, but he has done a tremendous job keeping his emotion in check. But what about Jason Castro? Single-handedly really wreaking havoc and ultimately deflating the confidence of the entire Purefoods quintet.
The Purefoods Star Hotshots have now been officially dethroned in the Commissioner's Cup. Talk and Dex takes them down 79-66, and they set a date with Rain or Shine starting Wednesday over at the MOA Arena.
It's going to be a battle. Jason Castro will definitely be a target on defense. He has just controlled the entire series. He was unstoppable, and he was just simply phenomenal in this series.
13 fourth quarter points para dito kay Jason Castro. 33 in total in this clincher. What a performance by the Blur!